Okay, so the door itself, this is the passenger door. The lock itself in there, the key that I have for it that came with the car doesn't work, so I've got a new lock to replace this once the bodywork's done. But I'm going to leave it in there just to keep dust out from this hole itself. When I bought this car, I had thought that the original owner or someone previously to me actually cut out this section of primer here and put in a new piece. When I took the door panel off and looked at the back side, I realized the pocket for the handle is still behind this. What they actually did was they pieced in an area here and then filled it with about an 1/8 inch much of a body filler to try and even it out. So that's why it was primered. Why it's this big, I have no idea. So I took my stripping wheel last night, and you can see I've got it down. So here's the rough outline of it now. So I'm going to use my cutoff wheel, and I'm going to get as close as I can to this area and try and peel off this piece here, take that out, and then double check the shape of the doors there, and the holes there for the handle is already in there to mount. So now I just need to take this metal out, basically clean up this area, hit it with some primer and make sure it's not going to rust, put the handle in, put the pieces in the side, and this door is back. So now some of you may ask, why are you going to go through all this effort when you can just basically change the door out? Really, part of it, I'm going to like the challenge to cut this out. I want to see if it's going to fix. I did buy a passenger door, but the car was blue. So by keeping this the original color, obviously it has a molding that already matches. It's already matched here. All I really have to do is scuff this down and get it to a good condition and fix a couple little door dings. And this is already matched. The jam's already matched and all that. The other part for the other blue door, I'm going to have to basically repaint the whole door inside and out just to get it to match the car. So this may be the shorter fix in the long run. It may be harder now, but it should save me on the paint end of it. That way I don't have to take the door down and completely strip it out and do all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started on this. And in this episode of This Old Car, I'm going to cut out this patch, grind it down, put a handle on this door, and open it from the outside. Shocking. Let's get started. Okay, so kind of here's the product now. I really just came in, tried to cut out just basically the welds here where they put it in. So this should give me my factory edge here. I'm just going to go through with just a grinder here. And I'm just going to take this off, try to get rid of the rust that's in there. take off this welding, try to get this smooth edge back to the factory there. Then I can just basically sand it down, hit it with some primer, put a handle on it, and booyah, we're done. Okay, so here's kind of the finished product. You can see the patch panel has actually been removed. Original door piece is still there, so thankfully whoever put that in, it was pretty easy to take back out, honestly. So there's the I guess you call it the door handle pocket if you want to. That's all finished out in metal using my grinder. That kind of just took it down, and then really I'm just going to clean it with acetone, get the area all just ready for some primer, and get it taped off and paint it, and then I'm going to leave it overnight and let it dry. So let's get some tape and acetone cleaning, and we'll get it painted. Okay, so here's the finished product. I let the primer dry, and I put the lock in, I put the handle in. So again, the handle, I use a 1/4 inch by 5/16 long 20 thread button head to put these on with. Very easy to go in. There's a standing washer and a locking nut on the back of these. When I have to take these off to do some more body work or anything, it's just a matter of putting an Allen wrench on here, taking the nuts off the back. These handles come right off. The locks itself, very easy. You can see it does work back and forth. Handle open, handle closes. The locks, if you've never taken them out, there's right inside here, there's a little clip. You see in here the black, that just pulls out. The lock will then come out in the rod itself. Now, for me on this, since I did buy a spare passenger door, thankfully, it had all the working pieces inside. I was able to gut those out of that spare door, use them for this. So now I've got working locks, working handle, and a working power lock there. The actuator was already in there, so everything there is back to what it should be, and thankfully I'm happy for that. So that's it for this time. Remember, if you have any questions, drop them down below. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Basin Motorsports, all one word, and we'll see you next time.